Well, welcome again, once again, this afternoon to Sadie Nation. It is the Bigfork Valkyries taking on the Mission Lady Bulldogs here. And pregame brought to you by Bigfork Harvest Foods for all your grocery needs, including amazing bakery and deli. 8111 Highway 35, Bigfork, 837-5010. Marcus Bagos and the gang at Bigfork Harvest Foods. Thank you for sponsoring Valkyrie and Viking basketball here on BFSD Events on YouTube. And a chance to sit down and talk with head coach Courtney Gunlock before the ball game this afternoon and find out what's going on with her Valkyries. Valkyries, again, I won't talk about that. I'll get you right to the recording. Maddie from Mission over here bringing me something to eat. That was nice. So let's take a listen to what Courtney Gunlock had to say on the pregame show.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome to Sadie Nation.
Bigfork Valkyrie basketball here, BFSD Events on YouTube. This is James LaFontaine. Getting ready to broadcast the game between the Valkyries and the Mission Lady Bulldogs here from St. Ignatius. And with me, the head coach of the Valkyries, Courtney Gunlock. You guys are 11-0 on the season after coming up with a big win on Tuesday against Eureka. So you beat them both twice this year. So talk about, the team and how it's progressing, before Christmas and then after Christmas, and the improvement and how you see kids getting better as you continue on the season.
I feel like we're starting to get our team identity. We had to bring on a new freshman in Peyton, and she had to kind of get a feel for things, and the rest of the team coming back had to kind of get a feel for her. And I feel like that chemistry has definitely come along since before Christmas break. I just feel like our communication, I feel like girls that weren't communicating are starting to communicate. We're knowing where people are. I got girls that are coming in off the bench that I'm really pleasantly surprised with. Afton Lambert and Kenny Wade being able to put in good minutes and give some of my starters a good breather, but not step down and play when they're out there.
Yeah, speaking of Peyton, had a really good game, was really shooting the ball really well against Eureka on Tuesday. Probably, I think, her best game, especially from the outside, I think she had 3 threes in that game and really stepped up, even though she's point guard, but taking advantage with those open opportunities.
Yeah, she's starting to, she really truly hasn't played a point guard position in the past, even though she is a true point guard. So just trying to figure out where her shots are going to come, be ready to shoot them when they are, but be patient. And you're not going to get that first shot. You're going to get the pass and pass back. So she's starting to just figure that out. And her shot is definitely coming around.
Well, not only her, but some of the other girls always making sure that when the ball comes to them, that they're ready to shoot, especially if they're open. I think of, Kenny Wade, for instance, Afton Lambrecht, Callie Gambala driving in like that. Even, when Braden or Madison, anyone on the team or scout, they are ready to shoot when they get the basketball. I think that's really important for you guys.
Yeah, we've stressed that when they're on the perimeter and stuff, they need to be in a ready position, catch, ready to shoot. I think Ava Davies shooting a lot better this year, and like you just said, Maddie Chapius the last few games offensively has really stepped up her game as well, and we need that going down the stretch. So.
Well, yeah, and you guys have balanced scoring across the board. It could be any one of your starting five, or I would say starting five, that is leading you guys in scoring in the game, whether it be Braden or Peyton or Ava, like you talked about. She had a really good game against Eureka as well, or Madison, Scout.
Yeah, no, it's really fun to coach and know that there's 5 girls out there that if they're going to try to shut someone down, we got 4 others, 5, 6 others that can step up and score, and we continue to preach defense, because defense I truly feel fuels our offense. And so, that's what we stress, and the girls are continuing to get better, and we're doing better not reaching and not getting as many fouls. So
yeah, that really comes easy, I think, for Braden with those. I watch the other teams and trying to pass. They think they got that open passing lane, but Braden's got that 6-foot wingspan, and she can pick it off at any moment. And then she'll feed Ava or Peyton or whoever's running the court, and then you get the fast break points.
Yeah, no, speed is still in transition is still our game, and we're having to try to learn to play in the half court, because we know when we start playing better teams, we're not going to always get that transition ball. So, back when we played Florence, that was a great game for us. It was a little bit slower paced, and we had to play a little bit more half court offense. So that was good experience for us as well.
Yeah, I thought that was good. The one thing I see too, with the shot clock, but I see that you guys are, especially against Florence, you're playing a little more man defense than playing your 2-3 zone.
Yeah, we definitely are working on our man-to-man offense, defense. You start looking at some of these teams from the South, that's all they play. And truly the good teams, we need to be able to step up and play man when we play better teams that they can all shoot and score as well.
Well, I think you guys obviously do a great job. You really, about running with a 35-second clock, you guys are getting shots up, and multiple people can score for you, and especially the kids coming off the bench. You guys are playing really well. And I don't know that you've had to play, with your starters a complete 4 quarters, right? But maybe that'll keep you guys rested when you get into postseason, when we get these games day after day after day, right? You go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, now you're playing 3 in a row, and with the kids coming off the bench, that keeps them fresh, so you guys will be better prepared for that.
It's funny you said that. We actually talked about that this week in practice, is that we haven't had to play our starters for a full game. They're averaging 12 to 16 minutes a game. It's a 32-minute game, and what does that look like when we play in tournament time, and there are 3 back-to-back games? So going forward, there might be games, even no matter what the score is, we're going to have to play those starters just so condition-wise and mentally they're ready to play when we need them to step up tournament time.
Yeah, and I think the upcoming games, maybe not necessarily today, but Columbia Falls, again, on the road there. That was probably your toughest game. I think you won by 24. Then Loyola at home. I don't know. I haven't seen Loyola play, so I'm not sure where they're at. They got a couple good players on their team. And then Polson. I'm not sure what the Polson girls are like, but that's probably would be your 3 possible toughest competitions, left in the regular season. I know you have Troy still. We go to Plains, and then we have Thompson Falls girls to round out the season. So you guys are doing a phenomenal job. You guys are really fun to watch. I mean, and you do a great job as a coach keeping the girls involved, and they're very, very unselfish, and they play with such good sportsmanship. I just like watching this team play. They're just a fun bunch of kids. Young ladies, if you will, that they're out there playing hard.
Yeah, no, it's a great group, and it makes my life easier as a coach, because they are such great kids, and they're so unselfish and work so well as a team. And coming into Mission, this is never an easy place to play. So we kind of have redemption tonight, because this was our first loss last year. So we have some feelings coming into this game, and we want to redeem ourselves tonight.
Well, I bet. So speaking of that game, yeah, your only loss in the regular season was here. Of course, that was after Emma Barrett went down, against Florence and had a concussion. It couldn't play this game, so that really changed your starter out and one of your leading scorers last year. So, but I think you guys want to pay back for last year. You went 25-2, that game, and then won against Jefferson. So, yeah, a little bit of payback, or you guys are going to be ready to play against them. Admission's a little bit deep. Maddie Curry, their point guard, graduated, so they're not as strong, but I think this will be a good game. You guys are 6-0 in conference, 11-0 overall. We kind of messed it up last week because we forgot about the one game that wasn't counted in the tip-off tournament. For the Lady Bulldogs, they're 6-2 and 3-2 in conference, so they're probably in 3rd place because they lost to Thompson Falls by 3. So that should be a good matchup today, and look forward to them. Talk about them and what they have.
They have the Page girls that are great shooters, and so they're always, we have to know where they are at all times and stop them. That Cora Matt, she's a freshman and she's a taller girl that's coming in and doing a lot of really good things for them this season. And they have a couple other posts that are back. So they have Izzy Evans,
yeah.
Yep, and Gabby something.
Gabby Smith.
Yep. So they have experience, so we have to stay out of foul trouble. We got in foul trouble early on when we were down here last year, so we definitely can't get in foul trouble. And we need to play really good defense and shut their scorers down.
Well, I think if you guys, now there's a different era, it's a 35-second clock this year, so a little bit different, but I think the way you guys playing, and you guys do what you do, not worry about what they do, but you guys do what you do. You guys are fine. You guys, you're probably one of the toughest, if not the toughest team in the state that I've seen to be able, especially on the west side. No doubt on the west side of Class B, you are the cream of the crop, if not in the whole state. I haven't seen the other teams play, and we'll get that in the postseason. But you guys are just a phenomenal team and great kids and great coaching staff. So I appreciate, as always, Courtney joining me on the pregame. It's always fun to watch you guys play. So good luck today, and go Vals.
Go Vals. Thanks, James.
All right, head coach Courtney Gunlock on the pregame show here from St. Ignatius as the Valkyries get ready to take on the Lady Bulldogs here. And I'll be back with your starting lineups here momentarily from St. Ignatius. All right, welcome back to St. Ignatius. The Valkyries get ready to tip it off against the Lady Bulldogs. And starting lineups brought to you by the Montana Athletic Club. What's keeping you from getting fit? Discounted guest passes, personal training, Pilates, 850 Holt Drive in Bigfork, Montana. 837-2582. Thanks to Doug, Nancy Mount, and the folks at the Montana Athletic Club. Well, first of all, starting lineups, for Mission, Lady Bulldogs, a 5'5" sophomore, number 1, Kason Page. At 5'8", junior, number 4, Izzy Evans. At 5'7", a senior this year, number 5, Cooper Page. At 6 foot even, just a freshman, number 10, Cora Matt. And then finally a 5'7" junior, number 24, Alana Fatlip. For head coach Dalton Delaney, assisted by Riley Adamson. For the Valkyries, the usual starting lineups, staying with that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? It ain't broke. And so, number 10, a captain, 5'10", power forward, senior, Madison Chapius. At 5'8", the point guard, just a freshman, and number 14, Peyton Gunlock. At 5'7", sophomore guard, number 15, Ava Joe Davey. At 6 foot even, guard, power forward, the sophomore captain, number 21, Braden Gunlock. And then a 5'11", post senior, captain number 22, Scout Nadeau. For head coach Courtney Gunlock, she's assisted by Brandy Couture, Paula Sullivan, and Isaac Martell. So they're doing their announcements here, and we'll get underway. First tip brought to you by Averill's Flathead Lake Lodge, where they proudly supported Bigfork athletics since 1945. So Mission in their whites with the blue lettering, blue numbers, and blue trim for Bigfork, and their powder blues with white lettering, white numbers, and white stripes on the side for Mission. Like Coach talked about last year, without the senior, Emma Barrett, they lost here, and their only loss during the regular season, and their only loss in postseason was at the state tournament. So it'll be interesting. A little bit different, 35-second shot clock this year, so they got to get out and run. And we're about ready to get underway here from St. Ignatius. It is the Bigfork Valkyries taking on the Mission Lady Bulldogs. And Gunlock will tip it up against Cora Matt, the 6-foot freshman. Gunlock wins it. Davey with the tip in the front court. Peyton Gunlock thought about the three. Cross court, Chapius. Top of the key, Davey in the corner. Braden Gunlock looking underneath, cross court, Ava Davey. Davey drives, kicks it. Scout Nadeau, baseline jumper short right there. Gunlock with the left hand after the rebound, puts it up and scores 2 for the Valkyries. So they're up early. Page with the basketball across the timeline. Give it up to Elena Flatlip, stole away by Ava Joe Davey. Davey in the front court looking. Top of the key, gives it up to Braden. Braden thought about the three, out to Davey. Davey, screen set by Chapius. in the corner. Braden Gunlock 3 on the way. Nothing but the bottom of the net by Braden Gunlock. 5-0 early on your Harvest Food scoreboard. The Valkyries lead with 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Over to Cooper Page. Page underneath. Up, blocked partially by Chapius is a shot by Elena Fatlip. And Braden Gunlock quickly up. Ava Jo Davy 3 on the way. Off the rim. Rebounded by Cooper Page. Elena Fatlip. Davy right there. Steals it away. Nice pressure defense. Bounce pass. Nadeau kicks it out. Peyton Gunlock. Chapius 3 on the way by Peyton. And Madison Chapius drains a 3. So 3 different players in the scorebooks for Bigfork. And pass from Page to Evans. Out of bounds. Turnover to Bigfork. Pressure put on by the Valkyries. And Gunlock. Peyton will inbound to Davy. Back to Gunlock across the timeline. Over to Davy. Davy thought about the 3. Out to Peyton. Peyton to Davy. Davy looking corner. This time the right corner. Low pass off the foot of Braden Gunlock. She can't handle it. Out of bounds. Turnover to Mission. 6:15 to go. 8-0 on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Davy. Pressure put on Elaine Fatlip. Izzy Evans. Run down by Scout Nadeau as the loose ball. She'll get up to Peyton Gunlock. Gunlock quickly across the timeline. Looking to drive. Kicks it out. Ava Jo Davy looking to drive. Up, under, off the glass. And she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Fouls at number 4. Izzy Evans. That's her first team foul. At the line, Ava Jo Davy to shoot 2 for the Valkyries. Shot up. First one's good. Number 3, Gabby Smith in the lineup for Mission. She'll replace Elena Fatlip for Mission. 5:56 to go here in the first. Davies' second shot up is good. And a 10-0 lead by the Valkyries on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Kaysen Page across the timeline for Mission. Man-to-man defense put on by Bigfork. Tipped out of bounds by Chapius. It'll remain Mission basketball. They'll take it underneath. And Kaysen Page to inbound for the Lady Bulldogs. Looking. Finds her sister, Cooper. Cooper looking to drive baseline. Madison Chapius right there. Cuts her off. They'll give it out to 10. Cora Matt underneath. Izzy Evans. Nearly lose it. She'll throw it off the leg of Scout Nadeau. It'll remain Mission basketball. 16 seconds to go on the shot clock. 5:36 to go here in the first. Kaysen Page, the inbound for Mission. Looking. Cooper Page, three-point shot in the way is good from the right wing. She can shoot it up. Both Kaysen and Cooper from the outside. David Jo Davy. Scout Nadeau fakes baseline jumper. Drives, gets her own rebound, goes back up, gets fouled. And she'll have a chance at the free throw line to shoot 2. Fouls at number 10. Cora Matt, that's her second team foul. At the line, Scout Nadeau for 2. First shot off the front of the rim, no good. And she'll get one more. As Valkyries, lead 10-3 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Second one is good, 11-3 lead now for Bigfork. Page to Page, back to Page. Kaysen with the basketball across the timeline. Over to Evans. Evans looking across to Cooper Page. Kaysen Page pulls up free throw line. Jumper is good by Kaysen Page. Quickly, Peyton Gunlock up. Man-to-man defense. Underneath, Davy. Davy looking to drive. Up, off the glass, too strong. Misses it. Rebound by Matt, gives it up to Cooper Page. Page. Man-to-man defense on Bigfork. And Davy's going to get called for the blocking foul. That's her first team foul on the Valkyries. And she'll come out of the ball game. Number 30, Ellie Jort in for Bigfork. In to Cooper Page. Stolen away, Braden Gunlock right there. Held ball. Arrow points towards Mission as Bigfork won the tip. 4:39 to go, 11-5 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Page, Kaysen into Cooper Page. Cooper Page looking to drive, guarded by Madison. Chapius. Chapius cuts her off. in the corner. Matt tries to get underneath. Scout Nadeau right there. Knocked away. Peyton Gunlocks grabs it. And foul's going to be called on Mission. Number 3, Gabby Smith. That's her first, third team foul. 4:25 to go here in the first quarter. Peyton Gunlock into Jort. Back to Peyton. Peyton will bring it to the front court for Bigfork. Over to Jort. Jort looking in the corner. Back out to Peyton. Peyton thought about the 3. We'll give it up to Chapius. Chapius looking. Peyton Gunlock, 3-point shot of the way. It's good! He's really picked up her shooting the last couple games. 14-5 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. Cooper Page, long 3 on the way. Misses everything. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Bigfork basketball. And number 24, Elena Fatlip will come in for Gabby Smith for Bigfork. Peyton Gunlock across the timeline for the Valkyries. 2-3 zone by Mission. Peyton thought about the 3. Jort back out to Chapius. Chapius, top of the key, looking, finds Peyton. Peyton looking to drive, kicks it out. 3-point shot by Braden is good from the right corner. And Valkyries shoot the ball well. Only missed 1 3 so far. Kaysen Page across the timeline. Jort guarding her. Gives underneath to Matt. Matt guarded by Braden. Does a nice job, Braden does. And boxing out, Scout Nadeau. Fouls me on number 4. That's Isabel Evans. Her second 14 foul. Nadeau will come out of the ball game. Callie Gabala checks in for Bigfork with 3:12 to go here in the first quarter. 17-5 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. Peyton Gunlock over to Braden. Right wing, back out to Peyton, top of the key. Peyton looking, gives it up to Chapius. Chapius looking, pulls up, jumper, just short off the rim. Matt gets the rebound for Mission. They'll give it up to Cooper Page. Page crossed the timeline, guarded by Chapius. Cuts her off. Fatlip gives it over to Kaysen Page, out to Cooper Page. Cooper Page looking to drive baseline. Chapius. And that'll be the first personal on Madison. And second team foul on Bigfork, Number 33, Kiera Incasola. Checking in the ball game for Mission. 2:38 to go here the first quarter into Incasola. Try to get it underneath to Matt. Matt with the basketball. Stolen away. Callie Gambala will give it up to Braden Gunlock. Gunlock quickly up. Gives it over to Jort. Jort looking to drive. Pull-up jumper by Ellie. Jort gets the bounce. No. Callie Gambala with a nice rebound. Out to Jort. Peyton Gunlock, top of the key. Peyton gives it up. Gambala. Three-pointer on the way. Good by Braden Gunlock. That's 3 for 3, I think, for her. Kaysen Page quickly across the timeline for Mission. Guarded by Jort. Will give it over. Fatlip. Over to Incasola. Back out. Kaysen Page. Matt with the basketball underneath. Knocked away by Callie Gambala. And diving on the court. It's Peyton Gunlock. Gives it up quickly to Braden. Braden off the glass. Scores 2 and a nice pass. And Mission will take a timeout as Gabby Smith returns to the lineup for the Lady Bulldogs with 1:44 to go here in the first quarter. On your Gilliard Painting scoreboard, it is the Bigfork Valkyries leading 22-5 here in the first. 30-second timeout taken by the Lady Bulldogs. And the Valkyries really out getting up and down the court and only missed 1 3 so far. And really moving the basketball well. Nice job by Peyton Gunlock, who dives on the floor, gets it out, and to Bigfork. And I can't remember who got, no, Callie Gambala got it, fed Braden, and Braden able to score on the breakout. Okay, we're back. Gabby Smith gives it back to Kaysen Page, across the timeline, over to Cooper Page. Cooper guarded by Braden. And team control foul on number 10, illegal screen on Cora Matt. That's her second 15 foul on Mission with 1:36 to go here in the first. Jort will get it into Gunlock. Gunlock over to Callie Gambala. And Gambala off to the races, travels before she puts the basketball down. That's a good call there by C.J. Johnson. Page will get it into Page. That's Cooper. Over to Kaysen. Gabby Smith throws it up. No good. Rebounded by Scout Nadeau. Give it up to Braden. Braden looking up the court. Always has her eyes up. Out to Peyton. Peyton top of the key. Looking. Underneath finds Braden. Braden was going to get it out to Scout Nadeau off the knee of Page, and she retains the basketball. Cooper Page trying to drive Braden. Out to Kaysen Page. 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good. Peyton getting underneath the freshman. Going to go coast to coast. Fouls up. Oh, she had her sister, or check that. Jort will give it up. Callie Gambala up, under, shoots the ball inside the lane. Scores 2 for Callie Gambala. Quickly up. Incasola looking to drive baseline. Gambala cuts her off. Jort helps out. Cooper Page in the corner. Out to Matt. Shot in the way by Cora Matt inside the three-point line for 2. Quickly up. Peyton Gunlock looking to drive. Callie Gambala. And turnover as Cora Matt comes up with it. Cooper Page, far side, 7 seconds to go. Incasola throws up a 3 at the buzzer. Rebounded there by Braden. Braden Gunlock looking as the clock runs out here in the first quarter. As Davey will come back in for Bigfork. 1 quarter complete. The Valkyries lead 24-8 on your Gilliard Painting scoreboard. I'll be back with a second quarter here from St. Ignatius as the Valkyries lead this one 24-8. All right, we're back here in St. Ignatius. And Bigfork to start with the basketball to start the second quarter, up 24-8 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. Peyton Gunlock with the basketball. So the same starting, or almost the same. Gunlock and Gunlock. Oh, nice shot there by Peyton on the drive. Throws it up right hand and misses it. And should good call for the personal. Yeah, that's her first personal, third team foul on Bigfork. 7:47 to go. Page, Kaysen Page with the basketball. Across the timeline. Jort to guard her out top. Over to Cooper Page, guarded by Ava Davey. Drives in, baseline, shot on the way. Good by Incasola. They're 24-10 now. Peyton Gunlock looking to drive. Underneath finds Nadeau. Nice pass off the glass rim, no good. But Nadeau will go to the line to shoot 2. 7:13 to go. Fouls at number 10. Cora Matt. That's her third 6-team foul on Cora. Nadeau at the line for 2. First one is short out the front of the rim, no good. Madison Chapius will come back in for Gambala. And Evans will come in for Matt with the 3 personals. Second shot, this time, this one's good by Nadeau. And 7:13 to go here till halftime. 25-10, the Valkyries lead. On your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Cooper Page. Moving screen on 33. Kieran Incasola, 17 fouls. So no free throws on a team control foul on the screen. Her first. Ava Jo Davey looking to drive baseline. We'll bring it out top, gets it over. Peyton Gunlock, shot it out the 3. Look, going to drive. Gives it up. Davy. Davy on the drive. Up, under, off the glass. And a nice move by Ava Jo Davy for 2. Page with the basketball across the timeline, guarded by Jort. Fouls on number 10. Madison Chapius, her second, 14th foul. And at the line for 2 shots. The number 1, Kaysen Page for Mission. First shot is good. So Chapius will take a seat. Braden Gunlock back in the basketball game for Bigfork with 6:33 to go here in the first half. Second shot no good. Braden Gunlock with a rebound. Fouled by number 3, Gabby Smith. And that's her second. 18 foul, 1-1 for Peyton Gunlock. Returning for the lineup for Mission, Alana Fatlip for the Lady Bulldogs. So Peyton Gunlock at the line for 2. Or, excuse me, 1-1. My bad. Davey gets the rebound. Held ball, arrow points towards Mission on the possession. Fatlip inbound to Kaysen Page. Page across the timeline. Fatlip on the drive. Gets it over. Cooper Page looking to drive baseline. Kicks it under. Davey picking up the loose ball. Underneath finds Jort. Jort going to get out. Peyton Gunlock thought about the 3. Has Nadeau underneath. Nadeau back out to Peyton Gunlock on the drive. Will kick it out. Davey. Drive over to the right side. Top of the key. Peyton. Peyton pulls up. Jumper inside the 3-point line. No good. Fouls at number 30. Jort, that's her first 15 foul. Number 32, Kenny Wade, checking the ball game for the Valkyries with 5:53 to go. 27-11 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. The Valkyries lead. Kaysen Page over to Evans. Evans looking to drive. Kicks it out in Casola. Long misses it. Rebounded by Braden Gunlock. Braden Gunlock finds Davey. Davey up, under, and held ball. It'll be Bigfork possession. And Davey will inbound for the Valkyries. Inbound to Braden. Out to Wade. Wade underneath. Finds Scout Nadeau. Scout Nadeau puts it up. And not sure what happened there, but turnover off of Bigfork. Oh, yeah, it went off the top of the backboard on the shot. Team control foul number 1, Kaysen Page. On the illegal screen. Jort will come out. Peyton Gunlock back in. 19th foul on Mission. 27-11, 5:15 to go. Peyton Gunlock looking to drive, kicks it out. Braden. Braden thought about the 3, going to look, drive up, pulls it up left-handed, off the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Evans. Cooper Page quickly up, looking, cut off by Peyton. Over to Kaysen Page, guarded by Braden. Underneath, Izzy Evans off the glass for 2. Peyton Gunlock gets it back from Davey. Braden Gunlock 3-point on the way is good. That's 4 threes in the first half by Braden. This time from the left side. 4:38 and counting, 30-13 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Kaysen Page looking to drive. Cooper Page, long 3 on the way. Drains it from the left side. Quickly in, Davey to Peyton. Timeout taken by Mission. 4:27 to go here till halftime. Valkyries lead 30-16 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. And a full timeout taken, so I'll take a timeout and be back here from St. Ignatius. All right, after the made shot, Mission takes a full timeout. 4:27 to go. Peyton Gunlock will get it into Davy. Ava Joe will bring it across the timeline. Gambala in, Wade. Davy thought about the three. Peyton looking to drive, pulls it up, out to Davy. Davy underneath Gambala, backdoor, had her. Pass behind, quickly up, Kaysen Page looking to drive underneath Ezzie Evans. Knocked away, good hustle there by Peyton Gunlock. Number 21, Brooklyn McClure checking in for Mission. And Mission basketball underneath, far side under their own basket. Here, looking, gets it out to Cooper Page. Thought about the three, drives in, throws it off the glass, no good. Gambala with a rebound for Bigfork. And off a Mission remain Bigfork basketball. And Peyton Gunlock will inbound. 3:55 to go here in the first half. Gives it up to Peyton Gunlock. Peyton looking to drive. Up, under, left hand. Off the glass, scores two. On a nice drive by Peyton Gunlock. They'll double them up, 32-16. On their Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Mission throws it away, intended for Cooper Page. Out of bounds off the baseline. And Bigfork basketball. Peyton gets it to Wade, back to Peyton. Peyton Gunlock across the timeline. Looks underneath Gambala. Over to Davy. Davy from the right wing looking. Underneath, gives it out to Kenny Wade. Kenny Wade looking to drive, kicks it out to Peyton. Peyton looking. Screen set. 3-point on the way. Off the rim, no good. Bounced around. Gambala grabs it. No, check that. Davy grabs it. Braden Gunlock with another three from the right wing. Yeah, Evans gets it from Page. Cooper Page shoots a three. Up. Gambala gets it. And timeout taken by Bigfork. A 30-second timeout taken by the Valkyries. And number 10, Madison Chapius returning for the Valkyries. Gabby Smith returning for Mission with here before halftime, 35-16. On your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard, the Valkyries lead this one. And I believe that's 5 threes for Braden alone here in the first half. So she's really shooting it well. And Braden will get a break here with 3 minutes to go. Probably bring her back in before the end of the first half. Peyton, Chapius, Davy, Chapius driving. Kenny Wade, right wing, gets it out. Davy kicking it out. Peyton Gunlock thought about the three. Looking to drive, gives it up to Gambala. Gambala underneath finds Davy. Davy underneath, out to Wade. Wade, 3-point shot from the left side. Off the rim, no good. Davy tips it out to Gabby Smith. Davy gets on the ground, saves it. Peyton backdoor Wade. Wade loses it. He tied up. Held ball. Possession belongs to Mission on the arrow. So 2:27 to go here in the first half. McClure gets it in to Page. Both Pages haven't come out of the ball game. Davy nearly stealing away from Kaysen. Cooper. And another legal screen on Mission. Kaysen Page trying to set up the screen on Chapius. That's her second. No free throws on player control or team control fouls. So turn over to Bigfork. Davy in to Peyton Gunlock. Peyton across the timeline looking. Ava Joe Davy. Top of the key. Gives it up to Chapius. Chapius looking to drive. Gives it up to Wade. Wade out to Gambala. Will give it up. Peyton Gunlock. Gunlock pulls it out. Chapius, free throw line. Off the rim, no good. Run down. Evans grabs it, gives it up to Cooper Page. Looking for the screen. Fouls at number 10. Madison Chapius, her third. 33, and Casola will come back in. Jort will come back in along with Braden Gunlock. And Chapius and Wade will sit down for the Valkyries with 1:41 to go here in the first half. Gabby Smith with the basketball. Give it out to McClure. Underneath, knocked away. Peyton Gunlock saves it. Gabby Smith with the basketball. Throws it out. Top. Nearly stolen away by Bigfork. Jort right there. 3 on the way. Short off the rim. No good. Braden Gunlock with the basketball. Looking quickly. Gives it up to Jort. Jort off the glass for 2 and she'll go to the free throw line to try to complete the N1. Nice pass. A nice feed by Braden Gunlock with the assist to Jort. Fouls on 33 here in Incasola. And Ellie Jort at the line shooting the N1. Makes it. Completes the three-point play the old-fashioned way. After Lambrecht at the scores table to check in. Cooper Page with the basketball, guarded by Braden Gunlock. Gabby Smith now, guarded by Peyton. Pick it up, looking to give it to Cooper Page. Can't get open for the 3. Pressure defense. Incasolo now with the basketball, looking to drive on Davey. Baseline, kicks it out. Kason Page, or check that. Throwing it up, number 21. Brooklyn McClure fouled by 30. Jort. That's her second. 7th-team foul on the Valkyries. At the line for 2, number 21. Brooklyn McClure for Mission. In and out, no good. Number 20, Afton Lambrecht checking the ball game for Cali Gambala. Makes the second one. Quickly in, Peyton gets it from Braden. Peyton gonna pull up. Oh, shoot that 3, she does. Rims out, no good. Tipped around, grabbed by Cooper Page as they left her wide open. Cooper Page, 35 seconds to go here in the first half. 27 on the shot clock. Out to McClure. McClure looking to drive. Jort cuts her off. Evans try to drive on Lambrecht. And off of Lambrecht. Mission basketball underneath. 24 seconds to go. 17 on the shot clock for the Lady Bulldogs. Out to Cooper Page in the corner. McClure looking to drive. Pulls it up. Cooper Page. Gonna think about a long 3. Scream, can't get the shot up. McClure with the basketball. Cut off, throws it up, no good. Right there's Peyton Gunlock, 9 seconds to go. Peyton quickly up the court. Gets it up, has Jord underneath. Knocked away by Cooper Page, 2 seconds to go. She blocked by Peyton Gunlock on the pass. And that'll be halftime as the Bigfork Valkyries lead this one 38-17 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. I'll be back with the halftime stats here from St. Ignatius. Valkyries lead this one 38-17 at the half. All right, welcome back to St. Ignatius halftime. Valkyries lead 38-17. And halftime brought to you by Averill's Flathead Lake Lodge, where they probably have supported the Bigfork Athletics since 1945. Let's take a look at the stats, first of all, for the Mission Bulldogs here from St. Ignatius. Get the scores in. Here we go. Case and Page with 3, a 2-pointer first and 1 for 2 from the line. Gabby Smith with 2, Izzy Esmond with 5, Cooper Page with a 3, Cora Matt with 2, and Brooklyn LaCour with 1 on 1 for 2 for 3 throws. 8 in the first, 9 in the second, 17 overall. But the story of the first half, and I'll get to that second, but Chapius nails a 3. That was nice. So she's got 3 at the half. Peyton Gunlock with a 3 in the first, 2 in the second, so 5 overall. Ava Davey, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and a 2-pointer. She got 4. 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Scout Nadeau, she's got 2. 2 for Callie Gambala. 3 for Ellie George. She completed that 3-point play the old-fashioned way, but hitting 5 threes. She hit 3 in the first, 2 in the second. 13 in the first, 6 in the second. So she's got 19 points at halftime. That's Braden Gunlock leading the way, and she missed the 1 free throw, but she really was stroking the ball, really ready to shoot, and a nice shot there by Braden here at the half. Bigfork had 24 in the first, 14 in the second, so 38. So a little down in the second, only 14 points. And so I'm sure they'll come out strong here in the third quarter. I want to take care of business here, a conference game in Mission. So your halftime score, 38-17. The Valkyries lead this one on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. I'll be back with the second half here from St. Ignatius. 406-270-7384 if you're listening out there. You text me and let me know. Be back momentarily from St. Ignatius. Hands with Braden right now. Her hands hot. 5 for 5 on the free. She was stroking it in the first half. All of them. I mean, Kate, Madison, all. Madison drained a 3. Playing good defense. Got herself a little bit of foul trouble, but. Well, welcome back to St. Ignatius. We're ready for the second half. And possession arrow points towards the Valkyries to start the second half. They're up 38-17 on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. And a really good first half for the Valkyries, putting up 38. Only 24 in the first, 14 in the second. So I expect them to come out strong here in the third quarter. It'll be Chapius. It'll be Peyton Gunlock, Ava Jo Davey, Braden Gunlock, and Scout Nadeau, the starting five for Bigfork. And starting from Mission, it'll be Kaysen and Cooper Page, Izzy Evans, the same starters as well, Cora Matt and a flat lip. Peyton Gunlock drives in the right corner, looking, finds Ava Davey. Ava Davey, top of the key, looking. Over to Chapius. Chapius can't handle the pass. Out of bounds, turnover to Mission. On the pass from Peyton. Into Gunlock, to Page. Nearly stolen away, knocked away. Peyton Gunlock into the lane, up left-handed off the glass, scores two, and should go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. And that's on 24, Elena Fatlib. That'll be her first team foul. And Gabby Smith will come in the ballgame for the Lady Bulldogs here with 7:36 to go in the third quarter. And Peyton Gunlock at the line to shoot the N1. Nothing but the bottom of the net by Gunlock. 41-17. Page into Page. Kaysen with the basketball. Pressure defense put on by Bigfork. Cora Matt stolen away. Braden Gunlock with those long arms takes it away, can take it all the way to the basket. Feeds it up to Peyton, and Peyton with the left hand scores. So Gunlock to Gunlock for two. Braden steals another one. This time going to go coast to coast, left hand off the glass. 2 points for Braden Gunlock. And a quick 6 here in the third quarter by the Valkyries. Braden, backcourt pressure, put on. This time Peyton steals it, gives it to Braden. This time returns the favor. Peyton gives it to Braden this time. And Gunlock scores another two. At a 30-second timeout taken by the Lady Bulldogs. 6:56 to go, so a minute and 4 seconds already off. And the Valkyries have put up 8. Or check that, 9. They had 38 at the half, so 9 points already. 9-0 run to start the third quarter here. And putting on that pressure defense. Braden has a huge advantage being 6 foot tall and then a 6 foot wingspan. It makes it difficult for the defense. It'll be Mission basketball, 47-17's 30-point lead by Bigfork on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Smith will get it in to Page, back to Gabby Smith. Gabby Smith, man-to-man defense. Davey guarding Kaysen Page. Cooper Page guarded by Madison Chapius. Smith looking to drive on Peyton. Gabby Smith steps back, throws it up, and gets it to drop for two. Peyton into Braden, back to Peyton. Peyton will bring it across the timeline for the Valkyries with 6:30 to go in the third quarter. Going to set it up. Man-to-man defense by Mission. Ava Davey, look at underneath. Braden Gunlock up right by Smith. And she'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. So Gunlock fouls at number 3, Gabby Smith. That's her second team foul. At the line for the Valkyries, number 21, Braden Gunlock shooting 2. First one is good. She'll get one more. With 6:16 to go here in the third. 48-19. 49-19 as she makes the second. Evans quickly up, back to Page, Kaysen Page. Cooper Page, Gabby Smith, Evans, and Matt in the ballgame for Mission. Matt with the basketball, guarded by Evans, goes baseline, knocked away by Nadeau, out of bounds. It'll remain Mission basketball under their own basket on the far side. Kaysen Page the inbound for the Lady Bulldogs. Out to Cooper, launches a 3, misses it right into the hands of Davey. Davey looking up, harassed from behind, will give it up. Tried to get it to Peyton, stolen by Matt. Cooper Page quickly up, try to pull up 3. Matt thought about the three. Braden's right there. Braden going to try to take it away from her. Davy right there. Held ball. It'll remain Mission basketball on the possession arrow. Number 30, Ellie Jort will come in for Davy with 5:36 to go here in the third, and a 30-point lead for the Valkyries. Into Cooper Page, guarded by Madison Chapius. Oh, nice steal there by Peyton Gunlock. Takes it right away from Page and drives it coast to coast for two. Into Kaysen Page. Over to Gabby Smith across the timeline. Guarded by Peyton Gunlock. Out to Kaysen. Kaysen guarded by Jort. Jort's going to cut her off. Kaysen tries to go baseline. And Ellie, you call for the blocking foul. That's her first team foul. And 21, Brooklyn McClure back in the ballgame, replacing Gabby Smith for the Lady Bulldogs. Trying to get it out, gets it to Matt. Matt, right corner, underneath the Evans, knocked away by Nadeau. Chapius looking to run it down, grabbed there by Evans. Evans, Cooper Page, three on the way. Underneath, McClure grabs it, she misses everything, and rebounded right there by Braden Gunlock. Braden quickly up, gives it up to Nadeau. Nadeau, right side, gives it up to Jort. Out to Peyton Gunlock. 3-point on the way by Braden Gunlock. Oh, this one rims it out. Her first miss from the 3-point range by Braden Gunlock. It looked good on the way and just rimmed out. 4:43 to go. 51-19, the Valkyries lead on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. McClure will give it up to Evans. Evans, right side, will bring it out to the top of the key, guarded by Nadeau. Kaysen Page looking to drive, knocked away. Stolen by Peyton Gunlock as she gets on the floor. It'll be held ball, Bigfork basketball. And 24, Callie Gambala is going to come in the ball game and replacing Scout Nadeau with 4:25 to go. And Bigfork basketball on the held ball arrow. Into Peyton. Peyton, top of the key. Man-to-man defense by Mission. She goes over the right corner looking for Braden. Braden looking, spin, up, back to Peyton. 3-point shot by Peyton. Looks good on the way, off the rim, no good. Rebounded underneath. Matt will take it away from Gambala. And Cora Matt from Mission brings it across the timeline. Guarded by Braden in the corner, stole away by Peyton. Peyton stepping in. He's going to take it all the way, gives it up to Madison. Nice. Madison Chapius, nice pass by Peyton Gunlock, feeding Chapius for the two. Kaysen Page looking to go by Jort. Pulls up for two. Gambala battling with Evans. Braden Gunlock grabs it on the loose ball, and she'll get fouled. And the foul's on Izzy Evans, number 4. Or check that, number 4. Izzy Evans, that's correct. Yep, that's her third. Braden will get a break as Afton Lambert comes back in the ball game. And Peyton with the basketball. Peyton, top of the key, looking to drive, pulls it up, fouls Gambala. Gambala goes up, she'll get the shoot too. As she goes to the free throw line, fouls number 4, Izzy Evans. That's going to be her 4th and 14th foul on Mission. At the line, shooting 2 for the Valkyries, number 24, Callie Gambala. Oh, rims in and out. And Gabby Smith will replace Evans with 3:30 to go here in the third. Gambala will get one more. This one finds nothing but the bottom of the net. Matt will inbound to McClure. McClure with the basketball. Over to Cooper Page, left corner, 3-point shot on the way. The rim no good. Madison Chapius with the rebound. Going to go quickly up the court. Spin move, pulls it up to the right side, right wing. Looks underneath, finds Gambala. Gambala going to go up. No, finds Chapius. Chapius can't quite handle it as it goes out of bounds and a turnover on the Valkyries. Page into Page. Cooper gives it up to Kaysen. Kaysen tried to cross the timeline. Gives it up to McClure. McClure got it by Peyton Gunlock. Underneath. Bad pass. And Gambala comes up with Peyton underneath. Taken down and falling on the ball, I believe, is Ava Davy. So fouls on Kaysen Page. Her third, 15th foul. Kenny Wade will come in for Ava Davy. Chapius will come out. And number 2, Madison Incasola will come in for Mission. So Kenny Wade in the ballgame, Callie Gambala. Peyton Gunlock pulls it out, top of the key. Afton Lambrick also in, and Scout Nadeau. Floater just misses it. Player control foul on number 14, Peyton Gunlock. That's her second team foul. Page to Page for Mission. Smith looking to drive on Gambala. Brings it out. Matt. Way out. Nearly taken away by Peyton. Peyton back to Cooper Gambala. Gala by Afton Lambrecht looking to drive. Is Cooper. She goes down, throws it up, and she'll go to the free throw line, looks like. Fouls on number 20, Afton Lambrecht. That'll be her first third team foul. Yeah, at the line, Cooper Page to shoot 2 for Mission with 2:18 to go here in the third. First shot off the front of the rim, no good. 54-19 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. Ava Davy will come in for Peyton Gunlock and give her a breather before we start the fourth quarter. Cooper Page, second shot up. This one drops. 54-20, 34-point lead. And Davy with the basketball. Davy looking to drive, gets it out. Gambala looking over to Lambrecht. Lambrecht drives out to Wade. Wade left side looking to drive. Ava Davy thought about the 3, pulls it back down. A little bit long for her. Gambala, top of the key, looking at, over to Lambrecht. Lambrecht going to drive baseline. Gets cut off. Out to Gambala. Gambala underneath. Oh, had Davy wide open. Davy looking, kicks it out to Wade. Wade takes it away. Nadeau launches it and misses it. A shot count violation, only the second one this year on the Valkyries. And 1:41 to go here in the third. Page, guarded by Davy. In the corner to Cooper Page, guarded by Lambrecht. Matt, going to be fouled by Nadeau. That's Nadeau's first 14 foul on Bigfork. Inbounding. Gets it into Matt. Matt, right-handed jump hook is good with 1:30 to go. 1:25 to go here in the first. Davy across the timeline for Bigfork. Nadeau going to set a screen. Davy looking, drive, floater, off the glass, gets her own rebound. Going to try to go up, throws it up, off the rim, and drops for Ava Jo Davy. Persistence, misses the first one, gets a rebound, and puts it back in. 56-22, 1:04 to go. Over to Incasola. Incasola trying to get it up to Matt. Matt with the basketball. Over to Cooper Page. Thought about the 3, pulls inside, pulls back, steps back, and drains a 3 from the top of the key. Cooper Page into Davy. Davy with the basketball. 40 seconds to go in the third. Jort underneath Gambala. And the foul's on Cooper Page, number 5. Her first 16 foul. Callie Gambala back in lineup for Bigfork. Japius, shot out, Wade. Wade top of the key. Shot clock, game clock, just a little bit off by a second. Underneath the Chapius. Chapius looking, pulls back, drives it up. Misses it just short, but she got fouled on the play, and she'll shoot 2 free throws. Fouls on number 10, Cora Matt. That's her 4th, 17th foul at the line for the Valkyries, shooting 2. Number 10, Madison Chapius. First shot up by Chapius off the back of the rim, no good, and she'll get another. 21, Brooklyn McClure back in, replaces Matt, who has 4 here before we start the fourth quarter. 56-25, 31-point lead, and Chapius with one more. This one gets the bounce and drops for Madison. 57-25 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. Cooper Page, baseline drive, misses it. Chapius bounces around. Gambala comes up with it quickly up. She finds Davy. Davy grabs it off the glass, got fouled, and will go to the free throw line. The Valkyries really pushing it up the court. Fouls at number 1, Kaysen Page. That's her 4th and 8th team foul. So Mission with 2 players, and I think maybe 2 or 3 with 4 fouls. First shot up is good by Ava Davy, and she'll get one more with 14.8 to go here in the third. Second shot up off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Incasola, and gives it up to Cooper Page. Cooper 10 seconds in the corner. Kaysen Page, long 3 on the way. Bounce around, no good. And rebounding there is Kenny Wade. Nice job by Kenny Wade getting that rebound, number 32 for Bigfork. Only 5'4" amongst the trees. She gets in and grabs it, and she'll shoot a 1-and-1 for Bigfork. That's the first on number 21. Shot off, no good. Rebounded there by Chapius. Chapius look off the glass, no good. Gambala grabs it, but the clock runs out. That's the first one on 21. Brooklyn McCour. 3 quarters complete. The Valkyries lead 58-25 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard here from St. Ignatius. I'll be back with the 4th quarter and conclusion of this ball game. All right, we're ready for the 4th quarter conclusion of this ball game from St. Ignatius. Valkyries lead after 3, 58-25, so they're up by 33. It'll be Mission basketball to start the 4th quarter. Brought to you by Gilliard Painting. And Page will get it to Page. They haven't come out of the ball game. Cooper and Kaysen. And turnover as ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Bigfork basketball. Peyton and Braden Gunlock in the ball game. Ava David, Scout Nadeau, and Madison Chapius as starters for Bigfork. I think Coach wanted to work on this here in the 4th quarter. Ava Davy will get up. Davy on the drive, left hand. Oh, just misses it. Nadeau tried to grab the rebound. Fouls at number 22, Scout Nadeau. Her second, 5th-team foul. And Kaysen across the timeline over to Evans. So Page and Page. Evans stolen away nearly. Stolen away by Bigfork. This time Braden will get it. Gives it up to Chapius. Chapius looking underneath. And they'll call traveling on Chapius. So 33, Kieran Incasola, Evans, Matt, and the Page sisters in the ballgame for Mission. Kaysen over to Cooper, top of the key, guarded by Peyton. Underneath, so give it to Scout. Matt, guarded by Scout Nadeau. Matt, the freshman, 6 foot. Kaysen Page blocked by Davy on the 3-point attempt. It'll be Mission basketball. Kaysen gets it into Evans. Evans driving baseline, hits the bottom of the backboard. Braden will come up with it. Looking to drive coast to coast. Pulls up for a jumper off. No good. Chapius right there. The rebound. Scout Nadeau gets the rebound. And Chapius is missed. And on the floor, Kaysen Page comes up with a loose ball from Mission. So a couple short shots missed by Bigfork. Cooper Page in the right corner. Crossed in Casola. Casola to Matt, top of the key. Brayton just takes it away. Cora Matt, right-handed. Braden Gunlock puts it up for 2. Kason Page, the Valkyries at 60 with 6:22 to go. 60-25 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Stolen away by Peyton. Peyton's got Davey on the run. Davey saves it, but right into Cooper Page. Page looking, kicks it up. Evans knocked out of bounds. Nice effort and hustle there by Madison Chapius. And Bigfork looking for a timeout. The 6:08, a full timeout taken by the Valkyries. 60-25 on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard with 6:08 to go in the ball game. I'll be back here from St. Ignatius. All right, we're back in St. Ignatius. Valkyries up 60-25. After the timeout, Page will inbound to Incasola. Out to Cooper Page, guarded by Chapius. Underneath the Matt. Matt guarded by Braden Gunlock. Underneath to Dave Evans. Evans off the glass for 2. Somebody misses assignment there for Bigfork. Braden will get it into Peyton. Peyton Gunlock, top of the key for Bigfork. Looking. Chapius, right wing. Looking to drive. Finds Braden, nice pass. Cooper Page grabs it out of Braden's hands. Chapius with steal, steps in, grabs the loose ball for Bigfork. We'll give it over to Peyton Gunlock on the right wing. Peyton looking underneath. 3-point shot on the way by Peyton is good from the right wing. Peyton really shooting the ball. Last few weeks really good, working on her shot, and drains a 3 there. Cooper Page, guarded by Peyton underneath the Matt. Matt looking over to Kason Page, looking to drive his Kason. Knocked away Evans at the basketball. Taken away by Braden. And held ball. It points towards Bigfork. And 24, Callie Gambala will come in for Scout Nadeau. Braden into Peyton. And Peyton will bring it across the timeline for Bigfork. Peyton Gunlock, top of the key. Looking underneath. Has Braden. Chapius picks it up on the loose ball. Underneath, Callie Gambala. Spin move. Gets it up. Ava Davey gets her own rebound. Kicks it out. Peyton Gunlock. Peyton looking to drive. And kicks it out to Braden. Braden on the drive. Puts it up. Gets it partially blocked. The way Braden will come up with it. Braden puts it up. Rebounded by Peyton. Peyton up. She got fouled. This time she'll go to the free throw line as they kept after it. Fouls at number 10, Cora Matt. That is number 5 on Cora. They're 6-foot freshman, and so she'll have to come out of the ball game. And 20 seconds on the clock. They'll have to substitute. And number 20, Amelia Kronk will come in the ballgame for Mission. At the line for 2 shots, number 14, Peyton Gunlock for the Valkyries. Valkyries off the back of the rim, no good by Peyton. She'll get one more. 63-27. Second one is good by Peyton. 64-27. So a 37-point lead. Evans on the drive. Yeah, illegal dribble on Evans. Turnover to Bigfork. Ellie Jort. Kenny Wade will come in for Davey and Peyton Gunlock. Chapius into Kenny Wade. Wade across the timeline. Out to Braden. Braden on the right wing looking to drive all the way. Left hand, no good. Gets her own rebound. It's going to drive up right handed, misses it, bounced around. Incasola comes up with the rebound, gets up to Kaysen Gunlock, or Kaysen Page, over to Cooper Gunlock. Izzy Evans looking to drive. Out to Cooper. Braden going to give it out to Madison Chapius. Madison Chapius off the glass for two. As Braden Gunlock finds her. Kaysen Page. Stolen away by Kenny Wade. Wade looking up left side, tried to find Ellie Jort. Knocked away Gambala as Evans comes up with it. And timeout taken by Mission as Evans was lying on the floor. A full timeout. Possession arrow. So in for Bigfork. Some substitutes. We got number 11, Annika Ranson. Also in the ball game, number 12 is Haley Shera for Bigfork. So a full timeout. So you'll have Jort, Ranson, Wade, Shera, and Lambrecht in the ball game for the Valkyries here in the last part. To wrap this ball game up here. So a 39-point lead. They get one more point, then it's run the clock the rest of the way when they get to 40. So Mission will take a timeout. After the timeout, bring it in. Kaysen Page guarded by Jort. Afton Lambrecht out on Cooper Page underneath. Against Casola guarded by Shera. Casola drives baseline right by Shera and scores two. And Jort will bring up the basketball for the Valkyries. A little over 3 minutes to go. Ranson right side. Underneath finds Shera. Shera looking. Afton Lambrecht out to Jort. Jort thought about the three. Can look to drive. On the floor, Mission comes up with a loose ball. Kaysen Page, Inconsola, shoots. And it'll be off of Mission. Bigfork basketball, 2:47 to go in the ball game. 66-29 on the Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. And Ellie Jort with a basketball. Across the timeline for the Valkyries. In the corner, Ranson. Look it out. Afton Lambrecht, top of the key. Three on the way. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Incasola. She'll give it up to Page. That's Cooper Page. Thought about it. Incasola, three-point shot on the way from the top of the key. Off the rim, no good. Run down and grabbed there by Kaysen Page. Underneath. Stolen away. Ranson will give it up to Lambrecht. 2:15 to go. Lambrecht. Give it up to Ranson. Out to Jort. Over to Kenny Wade. Wade looking to drive, gets it up to Jort. Jort thought about the three. Back out. Shera with the basketball. Looking, throws it up, misses it, no good. And she'll get called for the reach. That's fouls at number 12. That's Haley Shera, her first. 16 foul, one more. Mission will be in the bonus. Bigfork already in the double bonus with 1:50 to go in the ball game. Underneath, Incasola drives it off the glass for two. Ransom will get it into Wade. 1:42 and counting. Wade across the timeline. Underneath, Afton Lambrecht wide open with the left hand. Scores the bucket for the Valkyries. Driving baseline. Misses it. Wade comes up with a loose ball for Bigfork. Give it up to Jort with 1:20 to go. 68-31, the Valkyries lead on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Jort drives it in the right corner. Looking for Shera. Shera at her feet. Picks it up. Back out to Jort. Jort saves it. Looking to drive baseline. Underneath finds Lambrecht. Lambrecht picks it up. Kick it out to Ranson. Ranson saves it. Right to Mission. Mission comes up with a loose ball. We'll give it up to Kaysen Page. Kaysen looking to drive. Baseline. Number 12. Knocked away from Cooper Page by Lambrecht. Is Leslie stops in the ball game for Mission. 47.3 to go. Incasola looking to drive on Shara. Jort right there. Traveling violation on the Lady Bulldogs. Here in the crowd, they much didn't like it, but that was the right call. 40 seconds to go. Jort with a basketball for Bigfork. 28 seconds on the shot clock. So about 5 seconds left. Baseline. Ranson shot up, no good. Brambrick puts it up, and Afton Lambrick will go to the line to shoot 2. The foul's on number 20, Amelia Kronk for Mission. Her first at the line shooting 2 shots is number 20, Afton Lambrick for the Valkyries. First shot up short off the front of the rim. She'll get one more. Gabby Smith back in for Mission. We're replacing Casey Page, who's played the whole ball game for the Lady Bulldogs. Lambrick, second shot, no good. Rebounded by Incasola. Gabby Smith will bring it across the timeline, guarded by Lambrick. Gabby Smith will give it out to Cooper Page. Long 3 by Cooper off the front of the rim. Lambrick will get the rebound for Bigfork. We'll give it up to Jort, and Bigfork will hold the basketball with 7 seconds to go. This one's in the books. Ellie Jort. Ranson off the rim, no good. 68-31. The Valkyries take this one. Yeah, I got to write that down. So 68-31, your final here from St. Ignatius on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. I'll be back with your post-game and maybe a post-game interview from the coaches and one of the players, especially maybe we'll see. Stick around for post-game here. Brought to you by the Montana Athletic Club. I'll be back with your full game stats from St. Ignatius. All right. Final in this one. Valkyries win this one. They move to 12-0 on the season. They 68-31 win. So 36-point win over Mission, like Coach talked about, payback from last year. Take a look at your full game stats, brought to you by the Montana Athletic Club. Go see Doug Malum, Nancy Malum, the folks at Montana Athletic Club. Lots of things going on there. Discounted guest passes, personal training, Pilates, all kinds of stuff at the Montana Athletic Club. And let me get your full game stats. First of all, for Mission, the Lady Bulldogs. Casey Page with 3. Gabby Smith with 2. 4 for Izzy Evans. Cooper with 3 threes. She scores 10, leading the way. 5 for Cora Mack, 1 for McClure, and 6 for Kieran Incasola, and 30 overall for the ball game. Taking a look at the Valkyries, who scored 68. We'll take a look at that. Madison Chapius with 8 had a nice ball game. Peyton Gunlock was 16, second leading scorer on the team. Ava Davies 7, 2 by Afton Lambrecht, 2 by Scout Nadeau, 3 by Callie Gabala, 3 by Ellie Jort, but leading the way overall. 27 points. She had 19 and a half by Peyton Gunlock. Braden Gunlock, number 21, 27 overall, 68 total. So 24 in the first, 38 points at halftime, so 14 in the second, and then they put up 20 in the third and 10 in the fourth. Overall, 68, and your final 68-31. And I'll see if Coach Gunlock will join me on the post game here from St. Ignatius. They don't have to wait on me. I drove down today, so that'll be good. So a nice ball game. So what happens coming up next for Valkyries and Vikings? The Valkyries will be on the road at Columbia Falls coming up on Tuesday. The Vikings will be home. I'll be at home to announce that one, D8. And then Saturday, big. We got 6 games going on Saturday at home. If you want to check out a game, see a lot of basketball on Saturday as they take on Loyola, the Breakers, and the Rams in a heck of a ball game. Then the following week, it'll be Plains as we go on the road. I'm going to try to make it down there and broadcast, depending on what the Wi-Fi does there. And then we'll have we'll play Polson and Thompson Falls the rest of the way as well to wrap up the regular season. So 12-0 on the season. That means we have 6 ball games to go for Bigfork on both sides. The boys, like I said, are 10-2. The girls are 12-0, 7-0 in conference. Boys 7-0 as well in conference. That bodes well for Bigfork. The boys wrap things up, and I pretty much think that the girls wrap things up. They still have Plains left, Thompson Falls left, and Troy. So basically 3 games left for conference games for Valkyries, and then Columbia Falls, Polson, and Loyola. That's the other 3. So that makes up the 6 the rest of the way for both teams. Troy will be a doubleheader with the Vikings coming up later on in February. That'll be senior night as we honor our seniors, so you want to be there to honor them on that night. I was kind of waiting to see if Courtney was going to send out somebody and talk to me on the post game. Hang on one second. Braden, do you want to join me? Well, that'll wrap things up here in St. Ignatius, as they don't want to join me on the postgame. Okay. Your final, the Valkyries win this one 68-31 here from St. Ignatius and move to 12-0 on the season. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll see you at home next Tuesday and Saturday for home matchups. And a great game by the Valkyries today. So thanks from me. Have a great night wherever you are. Drive safely, and we'll catch you hopefully from Plains in a couple weeks. Thank you.